And you mentioned sort of the popularity of the sport, how this could be a real big moment for them. I do wonder how they capitalize on this, because there's going to be a lot of people that are like, you know what, I'll check some of these guys out when these games start up again in the regular season. I wonder what the numbers are going to look like for the NHL, because it's a great product.
It is. They've got to work to find more advancements in the way the game's viewed, because it feels like of all the sports, that's the one that we've been watching the same forever. And you've said this a number of times, Jonas. You know, the viewing capability and the experience from home now for NFL games feels like it's hard to want to leave. Like it's such a good experience nowadays. Technology and TVs, everything else, it makes you hard to want to pay a ton to go watch a game. Hockey's the opposite. Hockey, like, you can't appreciate it unless you're there in person. And maybe there's an element of that with football too, but I just think that's one of the biggest uphill battles is until they make hockey a sport that's able to be digested at home and appreciated the way you can when you're there in person. I think that's always going to be their uphill battle. There's just been no advancements besides the glowing puck, which I believe was Fox's.
Yeah, that's right.
That was Fox's deal. That was kind of neat.
Was it called laser puck or whatever it was? But I think they were having trouble, still, being able to track it at that time.
It's like 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't we be better at this stuff now?
The NBA All-Star did what you guys just said. They utilized multiple platforms, multiple fronts. And I think that's what took place with the Olympic game too. Like I watched on Fubo or YouTube. I think it was on both. It was on both YouTube and Fubo. So it's like,
all right,
you can take advantage. Like, why wouldn't they take advantage of trying to use the different platforms?
We weren't planning on going down this path.
Let's go.
Do you guys know how much NBC has paid for the rights to the Olympics since 2014? And I believe they have until 2032.
Can we do like a Price is Right edition of this? Like
yes, you each get one guess.
Bells and whistles.
All right.
Do you have the Price is Right music, though? Can we do it to the Price is Right music?
Let me see if I can find the proper music bed for you.
All right. The Price is Right would be wonderful. I mean,
and the only reason I bring this up, and I'll let you, as you're pondering on your media rights price for all this, do you know China paid an athlete like $14 million to go compete on their side?
Yeah, and they offered what's her name?
They offered like more than just that too.
Alyssa Liu, was she the one that offered the money to?
Yes.
And her and her dad said no.
No.
How many years do they have the rights for again?
So this is for total spend from 2014 to 2032. I believe is what they have the rights to.
2032. Okay.
Are we ready, boys?
And this includes winter and summer.
Okay, both winter and summer.
All right, so combined package.
All right. There you go.
Okay. I'm going to say $20 million.
Okay. LeVar, would you like to take a stab at it?
I'm going to say for that amount of time, and then you're talking every 4 years, I'm going to say...
2 years, remember.
Every 2 years. Winter and summer. I'm going to go around maybe $320 million, I say.
Okay. LeVar, you are the winner. It is it's
Sticks Picks.
Yeah. The number's actually 15 billion.
Oh wow. So I wanted to say billion, but I didn't want to get carried away. I really did want to say billion.
Jesus.
I thought I was getting carried away though.
I was real bad at that.
Let me ask this question. In professional sports, the TV media rights go to the athletes. That's how they're compensated.
But
why is none of the 15 billion
go
being
to the
shared
athlete?
with any of these athletes?
I was about to ask. I mean,
by the way,
amateurism
amateurism is over. Like they tried to claim that for a while with a lot of the Olympic sports in college.
Crazy! What a hustle.
They're being paid now too in college. So like, hey USOC, what's your excuse? Why aren't you paying these kids?
And you know what's worse too? There's not even like anything set up for majority of these athletes afterwards. Like I forget we were talking. Lorena might have had it in the leftovers.
Yeah.
Like all of these athletes that have careers elsewhere because they can't make
Lindsey
it to their
Vonn.
sport.
She basically has a bionic leg now, and she has no long-term health care.
Now, is that an American contract? There's probably another contract out there like media rights in different countries, right? Or is
yeah, I mean, again, we don't want to get too into the
no,
weeds
I don't
with
want.
it.
I'm just saying, but this you're talking just American dollars, the American rights for the TV rights. It's NBC, and they
that's
pay
what NBC
$15 billion.
I believe the IOC for it, the International Olympic Committee, and then obviously there's the United States Olympic Committee, which they should be getting some portion of that.
I bet you that margin is phenomenal. God.
And by the way, no one's talking about it. You want to know why? Because we all get wrapped up into the moment where we see all these athletes and they're wearing their American flag and we're proud of them, we're happy, and it's about pride. And I think that's the concern, is that if you were paying them, then it'll become more about money than it would be about the actual pride of the sport and the event.
Well, the movie,
but yet you generate $15 billion.
Yeah, and the movie Foxcatcher, like there was that scene where one of the wrestlers based on the Schultz brothers was in. He went to an appearance at an elementary school to show off his gold medal, and then he was eating fast food afterwards because he had no way to make a living after his Olympic career was over. There was nothing for him out there. Yet everybody made a gazillion off their backs. And I don't know where that money ended up or whose pockets it went in, but for decades now, it's not gone to the athletes, and there's nothing left for them after it's all said and done.
Yeah, you can't give them health care. I mean, come on. A lot of these athletes are training for years and competing in world championships, and I get it. It doesn't get as much consideration or attention, but help some of these athletes out, man. I mean, some of these athletes are competing into their 40s. I don't know if you guys are watching the bobsleds and everything else that go. I mean, it's just help some of these athletes out, and it's not that big of a number. It's crazy in this country at times. We're not trying to do more to help the long-term well-being of athletes, whether in professional sports or even for Olympic athletes.
Yeah, that's not what the investment is for.
And I wonder
what they'll say.
I wonder how many athletes would be better if they didn't have to work part-time jobs or have other careers, and they could actually dedicate full-time to training. Because you'll see, you've heard stories about the Russians. I mean, not only were they taking care of the athletes, they were also gassing them up and, getting them ready to go. But the Cuban boxing team, their setup, the Cubans had a really, they
dominated for a long
ton of money
time.
into their athletes then.
They never lost. The Cubans was whooping everybody. They ain't lose. Listen, it's an interesting debate. I'll say that. I don't even know that it's a debate. It's just an interesting conversation, and as a whole, that you would have that big of a TV rights deal for that amount of time, and you're not identifying the best athletes at a young age and investing to develop them directly. That's what I would be doing. I don't know if it goes through 501c3 at some point, multiple 501c3s. How does that break down in years by numbers? I get the whole idea of taking care of, them afterwards. In my mind, if you're not paying the athletes, you should be supporting the development of all athletes. There shouldn't be any obese kids in America if the U.S. Olympic whatever committee, whatever that is, you said, Q, that is generating that amount of money, they should be spending money making sure people are being active so that they end up wanting to compete in the Olympics, and they don't have to lose 300 pounds like me to actually look normal to even have the opportunity to compete.